Happy Friday, namaste. My name is KJ Hamus, and welcome to the 75-minute slow flow plus yin practice for this Friday evening. I hope you're doing well, and I'm really excited to bring this practice with you today. Tonight, we're going to primarily do everything on the earth. So feeling the connection of ourself being supported by the earth. So as you start to come in, make yourself as comfortable as you need to be. That could be putting down an extra blanket or a couple blankets on the floor over your yoga mat. Maybe you've got some extra pillows or additional power supports for yourself. So even as you come into your space right now, start to welcome in whatever is accompanying you, whatever emotions, whatever thoughts, whatever physical challenges are showing up. Bring all of that in with you and let your space be exactly what you need in this moment during your practice. With that said, I'm going to invite you to get started in any comfortable position that's going to feel best and most nourishing for you in your body. And that could be crisscross applesauce. That can be legs up the wall. Maybe you're on your back or on your belly. Child's pose. Whatever's going to feel best for you this evening. I invite you to go ahead and take that now. So as you come in, start to get settled in, again, remember, bring in what is going to be most nourishing and most comfortable for you. Don't shy away from having the extra blanket or the extra pillow or even your slippers on if that's really what you need. Do that. You can have a cup of tea if that feels really good. And as you get settled in, I'm going to ring the bell to invite us into our practice. Starting to leave outside distractions behind us. Maybe taking even a moment here to turn off cell phones, other electronic devices. You can even bring down the lights, light a candle. Finding a soft point for your gaze, or if it's comfortable, closing your eyes. Take a full, deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, open mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One last time here, breath in. And breath out. Beginning to arrive in your space, welcoming yourself into your space and time, with the space being here, wherever here is for you, and the time being now. So as we start to move our senses from external to internal, take a moment to welcome in your breath as it is in this moment. And welcoming in any emotions, any thoughts, any physical sensations that are showing up in your body, in your practice. Bringing them along with you for the journey. And as you welcome in your breath, notice how your breath is flowing. Doing your best not to control your breath, not to change your breath. Where does your breath start and stop? How does your breath moving? What qualities does your breath have? As you're breathing here, notice where you're clenching on your breath. So observe if you're clenching in your jaw or clenching in your teeth. Maybe you're wrinkling your forehead, or if you're seated or even on the ground, gripping your hands. Even here, seeing if you can invite in a release, putting some space in between your teeth, maybe wiggling out your fingers a bit, placing them gently back on your lap or the ground. Taking out any extra tension that isn't serving you, so you can start to see what truly is underneath everything. In this breathing meditation, we're going to move into one is optional, as is with everything our practice. But more importantly, I'd like to name that I worked on this breathing meditation with two of my colleagues, Paloma and Kirti. And so I would like to honor them in the practice we are all about to share. So begin to feel your body pressed up against the earth. Notice which parts are making contact. Your sit bones, your feet, your back, your head, maybe your belly, forehead, or cheek. You feel the earth, the ground underneath you. And you let the support of the earth wash over you. And just as you felt the ground, notice the air around you, how it feels on your skin. Can it blanket you in coolness and warmth? And we'll begin to move the breath throughout the body. So as you begin to breathe in, feel your breath travel from the earth, every part of contact, all the way up to the crown of the head, maybe even going outside of your body. And then as you exhale, feeling the breath travel back down from crown of head to root. As your breath moves up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Is it in one line, just up and down along the spine? Or is the breath able to move fully up and down the entire body? And then from here, on your next inhale, feel your heart lead your breath, moving your breath to the front, expanding outward. And then as you exhale, feel your heart as it moves back, your breath moves back inward. And this time as you breathe in, feel your heart expand, expanding your breath into your back. And then as you exhale, without feeling your breath collapse, have it move back inward towards your heart, maybe lighting up your heart space. And as you take your breath forward and backwards, observe any changes that may be occurring in your body. As with everything, what do you notice about the directionality of your breath? How's your breath interacting physically, mentally, and emotionally? If it feels comfortable to leave your hands on your knees, feel free to do so. Or if you invite movement in through your hands as you breathe, do that as well. And on your next inhale, feel your breath move, expanding from side to side in your body. Arms can come out if you'd like, or again, let your arms rest on your knees. Breathing in, feeling ribs expand, expanding out to each and every side, all the way to your fingertips. And then again, as your breath moves back towards center, towards your heart space, towards your spine, you don't collapse. It just becomes concentrated, your breath. What do you notice as you move your breath from side to side, expanding out? What sensations may be arising as you draw your breath back in? Continuing here. And as you're ready, gently welcome your breath back to its natural rhythm in your body. What is traveling on your breath now? How is your breath interacting with your being physically, mentally, and emotionally? Take one more breath in here. And breath out. Keeping your eyes closed if you'd like, or gently blinking open your eyes, just welcoming in their space around you. Moving any props you may be using off to the side, we'll meet on our backs. We're going to take a sun A on the earth. If you'd prefer to take your sun A standing, more than welcome to do so. Listen to your body, listen to what you need. We'll come onto our backs in a mountain pose. So finding what feels most accessible for you here. Connection with the earth, Maybe some energy sparking from your fingers. Hands can even be down here to close off your energetic circuit. Take a breath in and a breath out. As you inhale, reach your arms nice and long overhead. As you exhale, gently move to a forward fold. Seated forward fold here. Letting your back round if it would like for this forced forward fold. Feeling energy from root of spine to crown of head. Hands can rest on the shins or on your feet. As you inhale, lengthen halfway. Find a flat back. Gaze is up. Keep neck in line with you, the rest of your spine. And then as you exhale, draw forearms behind you. Inhale, lift heart up, gaze comes back. And then as you exhale, lower back down, lift feet up. Breathe here. So we're in our on the ground version of downward facing dog and an inversion. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. And this might be a time that you want to invite some other movement into the body. So pedaling out your feet. You rock head from side to side, releasing your neck. Or just stay in stillness. As you inhale, slowly lower your feet down to the earth. And as you exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back down to mountain pose. And exhale, draw hands by your sides. Palms face up, maybe to receive energy, or palms face down to feel connected to the earth. We'll take that again. Inhale, reach arms and legs long overhead. As you exhale, lift at your pace and forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, long spine. Exhale, forearms come behind you. Inhale, lift heart. It's our variation of baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then as you exhale, slowly lower back, lift legs, downward facing dog. 3 long and slow breaths here. Can you feel your breath expand in all directions? Up and down, front and back, side to side. Inhale, lower legs. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lowering down, mountain pose. And as you exhale, hands come down to the earth. Let's take that twice more. We'll do it once more with me leading, and then the final one will be on your own at your own pace. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. If this movement is starting to become familiar with you, maybe you close your eyes. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. As you exhale, hands come down behind you. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 breaths here. As you're ready on your inhale, bringing your legs nice and straight. As you exhale, bow, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up, gaze comes up. And then exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Last time on your own, go as slow or as fast as you like, as feels comfortable for you. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. When you find your downward facing dog, take 3 to 4 breaths. Inhale, lower your feet down to the earth. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. And exhale to fold. Inhale, lift on up and lower down. And exhale, hands by your sides. Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's take 3 breaths here. From your mountain pose, either coming down to the earth, or if you're on the earth, rolling onto your favorite side. And then slowly making your way up, coming into a tabletop shape. Find the tabletop that feels best for you. So hands can be wide. You can even bring your hands out to a diagonal in a couple of different ways, especially if the wrists are needing a little extra care. Locating your neutral spine, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. From here, inviting movement into your body that feels good. So this can be rolling out your hips from side to side. Maybe you rock back and forth or come into cat-cow. Wrists can get involved. Allow your back to round, to flex, to extend as much as it would like. And then if you've got blocks, feel free to reach for them now, placing them on the outsides of your hands. If you don't have blocks, books, don't worry. This can be done without all of that. On your next inhale, bring your right foot in between your hands, roughly 90-degree angle at both feet. And then using your blocks or books, if you'd like, come up to the level that feels best for you. Scooching your right toes out just a little bit more toward the right top corner of your space. Begin to rock back and forth. Coming into a half split, On the exhale, inhale, drawing knee forward. Take your time here. And then the next time your knee is over your ankle, work your foot back towards center. And as you inhale, come up, knees at 90 degrees. As you inhale, reach arms up overhead. That feels good. And then exhale, bringing left hand down to right knee. Right hand can come to your hip. You can even extend your right hand out long. Inhale will lengthen spine up to crown of head. And as you exhale, notice if it feels comfortable in your body to bring your gaze to your back shoulder. If it doesn't, keep head straight forward. So finding your variation on a twist right here. We'll take one more breath in. As you exhale, gently come back to center. Reaching for your blocks. Inhale, move knee forward. And exhale, half split. And allow the leg to come out to the side more if you'd like. And even bring your blocks closer to you. Heart, you can draw forward or over your leg. Inhale, slowly come back to center. And as you exhale, bring your right knee back. Moving on to our left side. Inhale, left foot comes between your hands. And reaching for your blocks as you exhale, working into your half split, moving your foot out toward your left side of your mat. Inhale forward, exhale back. If blocks don't feel accessible tonight, go ahead and bring your hands down to the earth, even up to fingertips. And the next time that your knee is over your ankle, work your left toes back towards center. And inhale, rise on up. Reaching arms up overhead if you'd like. Inhale. And then exhale, taking your twist. So again, left hand can come to hip. Left arm can reach out to the side. Or even half bind if that feels good for you. Each variation is just designed to meet yourself where you're at. So take what's going to feel best for you and it's going to be most nourishing. Inhale, feel as if you grow tall. And then as you exhale, find your gentle twist. Gaze can always come to your back shoulder. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, half split. Props, if you're using them, can come closer to you. Foot can move out to a diagonal. Breathe here. Inhale, walk yourself back to center. And then exhale, come back, finding your tabletop shape once again. From here, inhale, lift heart, lift gaze, cow pose. Exhale, round your back, dome it in, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Let's take one more here. Inhale. And then exhale. On your next inhale, meet in your neutral spine and pause as you exhale, reconnecting with your breath, feeling the earth underneath you. As you inhale, reach right arm up to the sky, gaze can follow thumbs. As you exhale, draw right hand underneath left, threading the needle but not setting it down. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, thread the needle. Flowing with your breath once more. Breath in. And this time, breath out, resting your cheek down to the mat. Staying here, always the option to extend out left hand, always the option to take a half bind. Let's take 5 breaths. Inhale, slowly unwind, reaching right arm up. And exhale, setting right hand back down to the earth. Inhale, left arm flows up. Exhale with your breath, draw left hand underneath right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flow under. Last time, breath in. And this time, breath out, set left cheek down to the mat. Same variations available. Forward, staying right where it's at. We're a half bind. 5 breaths here. Beginning to bring right hand underneath shoulder. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, tabletop. Moving into your child's pose. Knees can come as wide as feels good. Arms can reach out or arms can be by your side. Reconnect with your breath. As you're ready, slowly making your way back up and finding a comfortable seat. Let's pause here. Remembering that yoga is so much more than the physical shapes we make with our body. Take a moment to reintegrate with breath, mind, emotions, body, welcoming anything that has arisen. Maybe even finding stillness here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So as we move into the yin portion of our practice, you want to have your power tools close by as we need them, and working with yin to invite stillness into our body. But also, I'd like you to be open to what is going to come up. So even as you work into stillness, movement might be what the body's asking for. So take a moment, observe why your body is asking for movement. And then if movement is needed, do so mindfully. And then come back into the shape. Some days stillness comes so much easier than other days. So don't fight against what is coming in, but sit there and ask yourself why. Maybe even have a conversation with the why. With that said, let's start by bringing our legs out nice and long, and then opening legs up out to the sides for straddle pose. So several tools that can be helpful here. First are your blocks or your towel, even your pillow. Be mindful of our knees. We will be pulling a little bit on the meniscus, the inside of the knee, if that's too much or if that just feels really, really uncomfortable. Bend your knees slightly and even tucking blanket towels underneath the knees for support. Blocks can be used to sit upon. They can also be used as a place for your heart to rest. Sometimes our heart needs a little bit of extra cushion. And if that's the case, and you'd like to use the blocks, place your pillow or bolster underneath the blocks, or move the blocks completely away and don't use them. So as you're here, beginning to slowly and gently fold forward. Let your head rest where it would like to rest. Let your arms rest where they'd like to rest. Notice what your feet are doing naturally. They naturally want to turn inward, that's fine. They naturally want to turn outward, that's fine. In this shape, just allow the body to go where it would like to go. And as you come in here, feeling the points of connection with the earth and with the air above, and settling in slowly. We'll be here for about 5 minutes. Using that time, thinking of that time as not forever, even though I understand it can feel like that. But using that is almost a release. Oh, I've got time to ease into the shape. So we'll be here, coming into your breath. On your next breath, mindfully and slowly begin to come out of your shape, placing props off to the side, and then using your hands to help you lift your knees up, inviting movement if that calls to you. So rocking hips from side to side, maybe pedaling out your feet, whatever is needed. You can always come into a downward facing dog on your back or standing. That's what feels best. And then from here, let's move into our half butterfly pose. So again, legs can be out long. I'm gonna start on my left, but know that you can always start on your right. Whichever side you choose to start on, you can keep the opposite leg out long, or you can bring the opposite leg inside so it's nestled up against. It doesn't have to be perfectly glued or attached, but just so that maybe they're close. Almost as if we're taking a seated tree pose. Power tools to use, blocks can be really nice, or even your pillow. From here, thinking about turning your torso toward your right knee and then leaning over to the left side of your body as you open up the right side. Left forearm can be placed on the block and adjust the level of intensity with where you put your hand. Note too that you can always use 2 blocks. You can always use no blocks. Right hand can rest just on the earth, or if you like, you can reach it up overhead. We're not actively reaching for the foot. Just think about using it as a tool to find the length. And we'll settle in here. We'll be on each side for 4 minutes. Closing your eyes if you'd like, finding a soft point for your gaze. Observing your breath. As you're ready on your next exhale, placing your hands on your blocks or on the earth, slowly lift yourself up. Swaying from side to side. Notice as you come out of this shape and any other yin shape, if moans and groans wish to escape from your body, allow it to happen. It's a good energetic release. It's a natural release. And I highly encourage it. When you're ready, using your hand to bring your other leg back up, your left leg or your right leg, moving it from side to side, and then beginning to switch. So from here, as you're ready, turning to your leg that's bent or the opposite leg that's straight, and then leaning down, forearm coming to your block. Once again, adjust the level of intensity by the height, by creating a block tower, or coming down to your fist for the fabulous I'm bored look. It's a really great look. Maybe it's more of a rest look if you'd like. Opposite hand can just release. Opposite hand can reach up. Even taking a half bind might feel good. So and find what's going to work best for you. There's no set rules. We'll be here for 4 minutes. Excuse me. As you're ready in your next breath, placing your hands on your blocks or on the earth, slowly begin to lift up, inviting in movement if that calls to you, bringing your straightened leg up, bringing it back and forth. Get any additional movement that you need before finding your way to puddle pose. So, a place of extra rest. Maybe this is your chance to really embrace stillness in your body at this moment. So, coming onto your back, onto your belly, onto your side. Child's pose can also be a place of rest and nourishment for you. This can legs up the wall or a seated position. So, take what's going to feel best. And settle back in to your breath, to your body. Notice the points of connection with the earth. Observe how you feel in this moment. And then from here, if you're not on your back, we'll start to meet on our back. You may wish to have a pillow for our next set of shapes. This is a place to prop the upper body onto. As you lower onto your back, bring knees up to the sky. And draw left ankle over right or right over left. Totally up to you. As we come into figure four, you can stay here. You could even move to the wall if you'd like for this shape. And if it feels comfortable, threading your hands behind your right knee, creating almost 90-degree angles with both legs. And if you're going to use the wall, you press your front foot on the wall. If you're doing that, both on the wall or on your back, you can bring one hand behind you and then the other hand on the meatier part of your leg can open it out externally. And we'll settle in here. Noticing points of connection with the earth. Feeling the air above. Breathing here. As you're ready on your next breath, slowly lower your feet down, taking any movement that feels good to you. We'll stack the next side right on top. So your opposite leg will go across the opposite thigh, staying with feet connected to the earth, pushing feet against the wall, or drawing feet up, connection to the air around you. On your next breath, releasing out of your shape, taking any final movement that calls to you here. As you move into your Shavasana, on your back, on your belly, side, even legs up the wall, anything that you need, start to take it now. And as you come into your Shavasana, feeling points of connection with the earth, with the space around you, I invite you to take a deep, slow breath in. And a deep, slow breath out. Twice more if you'd like. Inhale. Exhale. As you settle in, releasing as much as you can down to the support of the earth, the wall, of the air. Letting go. Feeling your breath in its natural rhythm. You are here. Beginning to reawaken your senses. Inviting gentle movement back into your fingers and your toes. As you slowly transition to your comfortable seat, taking in your external space, whether that's sight, sound, smell, feel. Hands can rest gently one on top of the other in your lap. Or peace fingers can touch the earth, rooting once again through here, closing the energetic connection. As you make connection with the ground beneath you in whatever way feels most comfortable to you, we honor the stewards of the land that we are currently on. We're reminded that we are guests upon the land in which we reside. And here in Washington, D.C., we are on Anacostan land and Piscataway land. As we lift our hands to our heart space, whether in prayer position or hands over heart, we honor and acknowledge the first and earliest practitioners of yoga, reminding ourselves that yoga is a practice of liberation and freedom that comes from the subcontinent of India and began to be codified almost 5,000 years ago. And through this ancient practice, passed down to our indigenous teachers today, we say thank you. Bowing our heads to our hands in a moment of gratitude, sending gratitude to ourselves for making time for our yoga practice. And sending gratitude and thanks to those who joined us tonight to create our virtual community. Be the positive change you wish to see in the world. Definitely vote. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday and a wonderful weekend. If you take my live yin class on Sunday, note that the class will not be live. I will have a recording already posted. So it'll be a pre-recorded class that will be available starting at 5:30. Thank you so much. I look forward to practicing with you again. Have a great day.